All right, I think I finally have it. It's up. Okay. Can't shrink OBS any further than it is over in this other pane, which make the audio tough to judge. As I pop it out. And how is my voice doing versus probably okay. Yeah. All right, let's get to playing. Took a while to figure out the screen settings for OBS. And so I'm just on a little tour of my local sector, the sector I basically spawned in when I first started playing the game. And from what I've learned, I want to, travel further out. I'm probably deep within human territory, human patrol territory. I want to explore the galaxy, discover new worlds, star systems. Gotta turn down that volume for a second. Okay, I think that's not too loud now. So here on my other computer, I figured out a series of planets I can hit. So let's see here. I've already mapped the local system, right? Or was I still on 5? It's funny, I don't see it over there. I guess the deal, oh no, get back there. The deal is, I guess I'm already in orbit on the planet I want. All right. Oh, I'm not in Super Cruise. All right. Where is the planet? I'm gonna try to map it really quick, make some extra money. So I'm on my way to Colonia, which is 20,000 light years away, but I'm hitching a ride on some fleet carriers that are leaving from a star system that's only 200 light years away. I got like 4 days to get there, so I can hit up a lot of these planets in between. In the meantime, map them and make some extra money. Trying to hit the other side of the planet there, launching stuff on these deep trajectories. Almost this one. Oh, right in the middle of that bottom quadrant of it. All right, so that was 4. I think we want to go to 5 next. 200 light seconds isn't too bad, but when it's like 20,000, I have to take control, make it go much faster. We are not going nearly fast enough. Definitely need to be going at least a lot more than the speed of light. Don't need to go 500 C, but I'm not waiting all 240 light seconds to get there. That's hilarious. It like was I thought it would slow me down on its own, but I guess I was too late. Not particularly big. Yeah, I would say this is a tiny planet even. This one has a water atmosphere, or a water cycle. You can tell by the clouds in the atmosphere. Liquid water, rain. All right, so next up is Capricorni sector MXU C5, C25. Capricorni MXU C25s right there. Trying to get away from this planet that I'm next to so I can have an unobstructed view of my destination. There's 3 worlds in this star system that I want to map. They're orbiting the second star primarily. I'll get some fuel while I'm here. Doing pretty good on the fuel. Let's finish it up. Okay, so we're looking for 4. So I need to do the scan. So I want to do worlds 3, 4, and 5 of the B star. Oh, what? It's a little weird. This is actually a BC star. Oh, what? There must be a vast different distance. It's just weird that they would be. Well, this is a very complicated star system. These two stars would have to be close enough together that they orbit each other pretty tightly, and yet they have stars, these planets in between them, because each of these planets is orbiting their respective star. So I wonder how far away this thing is from me. Okay, so I'm looking for B3, 4, and 5. 2, 3, 4. All right, let's go back to 3. $100,000. This is one of those ones where I have to take over. Can't just let Super Cruise do it. But yeah, 100,000 light seconds makes sense for the distances that would be needed to have this many stars in close proximity. So that says I'm aimed at. Okay, here we are. Now I'm actually going to kill Super Cruise and accelerate as hard as I can. In this video game, in around the year 3000, humanity is exploring the Milky Way, which is pretty badass. Individuals can have light drives. I kind of feel like the only way we're ever going to explore these distant stars is maybe with computer simulations. And this game tries to simulate the Milky Way pretty realistically to the game's ability. I think it really is pretty fun. Um, in this game, though, what I did, okay, I think it's more likely that in the year 3000, humans are robot-human hybrids and, a post-genetic life form, some sort of genetic robotic synthesis with AI and neural matter integrated. I think that's much more likely than us having spaceships and traveling to distant stars. Nevertheless, I think we can travel to distant stars and within individuals' lifetimes. So we're talking about 20-year trip to Alpha Centauri and back. I think a more immediate plan would be little credit card size interstellar travelers that we accelerate with laser beams. This is some real projects that are going on right now, where lasers based on Earth shoot and use their laser energy in microsecond bursts to accelerate these little credit card sized things to like 0.2 the speed of light to go to Alpha Centauri Proximus. It's a it's a star that's about 4 light years away, but it's so dull you can't see it with the naked eye. There is a planet there that's in the zone that could have liquid water. It seems unlikely to have life though, because the star itself emits extremely toxic levels of X-rays in periodic bursts that would just seem to probably vaporize any living thing. still, those are the kind of places we can send these little credit card credit card satellites, take pictures, and eventually little credit cards with the seeds of life, maybe tailored for their environment, and little credit cards machines that will eventually build other credit card machines and propagate life and propagate machines, even traveling slower than the speed of light. I think you really could bring life to the universe. I think we should do it for our own sake. The universe, that's like our own Garden of Eden, for our descendants. These like 100,000 light year journeys, 100,000 light second journeys upon arrival, they do not go very quickly. This game is one of the first that's made me want to play it in virtual reality. And they also have a first person point of view that's pretty fun when where you can walk around and do stuff. I'm checking out my Roads to Riches tour. There's only a couple of these. Oh my God, 300,000. I might skip that one. Well, the map is worth $1 million or so, 945,000. Maybe it's worth it, but when you arrive at a star and then have to travel 300,000 light seconds, that sucks. Earth is 500 light seconds from the sun to Earth. What is Jupiter? Jupiter's around 2,500 light seconds. Is that right? Yeah, 2,500 or so, probably like 2,700. And so whenever you see like 100,000 light seconds, that means you're dealing with like a binary or even trinary or more star system. Yeah. Well, I did this journey and there's 3 planets here, but I might skip the other. Oh, there's like a 400,000 light second journey in one of these planets. My tour, I used a computer system. Oh my gosh, I'm not paying attention. I used a computer system to plot my travels to Il Aquarii so I can catch that ride to Colonia. But I used this database system that plots me sends me to worlds that's valuable to map on my long journey. It's not long, but I have a few days to get to Colonia. So I'm trying to map a lot of worlds along the way. But I think I'll be skipping these 100,000 light second journeys after this. If there's a bunch of planets, if I only have to do the 100,000, 200,000 light seconds, I don't know about doing that 300,000. But at least in this star system, there's 3 planets near each other after you do this crazy long trip. This game is the first game, I think I just said this, that made me want to play in virtual reality. And I was just at Best Buy because I had to get a new game controller. And I actually poked my head in one of the VR headsets, and I have to admit, I was thoroughly impressed. I guess it was a meta product, but um, that stuff's cool. It certainly would be great for video gaming. And I was actually pretty impressed with how suitable it was for just the AR aspect. Oops. This is another planet with a water cycle. These are always the most valuable to map, I gather. I've read that Earth-like planets are the most valuable to find. Perfect hit. I wouldn't be this game. I'm surprised it's like from 2014 originally, but it keeps having updates, and I feel like it. I don't know how the user base is doing. It seems to be still pretty large. I'm impressed that they keep extending this universe. They don't cancel it. They've added on a first person interactions and stuff like that. And it makes me kind of excited for what they're going to do in the future too, to keep adding new depth to this universe as we explore it. The nice thing about them adding depth too is not only you can, this being this universe has existed for like 10 years and I'm a brand new player, maybe 1 week. Um, Certainly like anywhere near where you first spawn as a character, every planet's been explored. But because they add new depth, you can now still be the first person to step foot on some of these planets. Like Eliath there. You can't land on planets that have an atmosphere pressure greater than zero point 0.2. Um, so I'm not able to land on the Earth-like planets, unfortunately. Maybe a future update, though. That's the kind of like thing that it's pretty exciting future update prospect. As far as flight controls, this game also has a pretty cool dog fighting aspect, and you can go to areas with a lot of mining and piracy and do a lot of dog fighting. It feels like the crafts are pretty much styled so that you feel like you're piloting a World War II vessel. There's certainly things that they do that you wouldn't think would happen in space. Stuff like if you go a certain speed, you'll eventually slow down. Like because there's no friction in space, there's no reason for you to slow down. Um, but the game makes it feel more like piloting a World War II craft, which certainly makes dogfighting more fun. I think video gaming World War II aircraft is It's just more fun. So video games like to turn to that sort of like feel of aircraft piloting. Pretty small planet, I would say. Actively tiny. Get the horizon exactly.
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
It's a nice looking place. Probably it's biological stuff. You know what? Am I missing out on? Do I have some sort of biological scanner? I do not know how to do that biological one. Oh well, I got places to go, people to see. Um, I'll have to figure out at some point how to do the biological scanning. So 3, 4, 5. 'Cause apparently I can make a lot of money with the biological stuff too, not just the mapping. I have cottons. Which one's gravity well? This one. So we want to go this way. There we are. You can kind of figure out your most optimal trajectory out of a gravity well by. I've definitely learned to pilot by radar. And this is an interesting approach to three-dimensional radar. Pretty successful for the most part. You need multiple devices though. As in, um, I need both the radar with its dimensional aspect, but also this targeting apparatus to the left. You know, you see the hologram of the planet, and then to the right of that, you see this like blue dot in an orange sphere. The blue dot in the orange sphere tells you where something some sort of navigational object might be. Go faster, come on. My main problem with Super Cruise Assist is it doesn't go at full throttle in these long or blank areas. But the 3D radar kind of interesting approach. The circle, and then there's a line from the circle to some sort of hologram of the object you're interested in. And the circle seems to be the same plane that my craft is in. And then you have some line that estimates the distance above the plane that the object is. And so I can tell if they're above or below the plane of my craft. I think think it's a pretty good approach. I remember X-Wing having a 3D radar that I really liked, but I went and tried to play like Pod Racer, which I had fond memories of, and it was hard to play because I don't know, some 3D games age in a really fun way. I don't think Pod Racer really did. I thought Pod Racer was a pretty cool game though. So I don't, I think it's more of a matter of it not aging well and it being like some cheap cash grab or something like that. Tiny Planet.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Oops.
Surface scan complete.
All right, so that was the fifth world of this system. 1, 2, 3. And now I need to go to Capricorni sector MXU C24. I'm in C25 right now. This shouldn't be a big jump. I thought it would show up here. C215, C24, C26. What are you trying to do to me? All right, the cap for a corny. MX-U C24. Did I see? I think I saw that and I just didn't look at it. I don't know why I overlooked that that was correct. I think I was looking for 5 when I actually needed 4.
Frameshift drive charging.
At least this star system. Oh, what? I am in C25. I'm looking for C24. There we go. All right, so worlds 2 and 3. It's a little bit of a race there to get Super Cruise turned on when the clock's ticking and I finally get up to speed. This is bigger than the last two that I mapped. I can tell by that circle, and then I tell how far away I am at 0.22 light seconds. Um, I think an Earth-sized planet at 0.22 light seconds, the crosshair is about the same diameter as the planet. It's not exactly, but in a pretty good rule of thumb. So they just
Surface scanned by 50%.
only arrived over there. There we go.
Surface scan complete.
How do you turn off this mode? Like exit view, toggle planet side, launch code. All right, I guess that exits view, but how do you exit view? Here, I'll cycle my instruments. I guess at night, can't really see anything anyway. Okay, so where am I? I'm in sector, I'm on 2. Okay, I need to go 3. Uh-oh. Do not crash into the planet. All right, so I pretty much have a pretty close to optimal placement for where that planet is behind me. I'm leaving it perpendicularly. That lets me gain speed the fastest. And I use the 3D radar to be able to figure that out, even though the world is behind me and I can't tell exactly my trajectory by line of sight. Get myself a sunburn. Oh, it immediately slows me down. Should slow me down when I'm still a little bit closer. It makes 7 seconds last forever. It's like the final 2 minutes of a football game. Interesting. This is a high metal content world. Does appear to have an atmosphere. And what I would assume are rain clouds. This is a pretty tiny world, I think.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Ah, missed. Pretty good hit still.
Surface scan complete.
All right, so that was the third planet. So now we are off to MXU C218. Oh, where the hell am I? Okay. This one should take more than one jump to get there. Oh, just one jump, huh? At 26 light years. We got this.
Frameshift drive charging.
We can catch some fuel. I don't have to wait till I'm at an empty tank. What is up with this system? Oh, I'm already here. That's right. That was one jump and I'm here. So I got to go to planets 1 and 2. Oh, wrong system. Wait, that was the right system. Earth-sized approximately. Oops. Yes. Looks like, doesn't Pluto look like that? With that crater?
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Looks like a world whose atmosphere would have been blown away by, solar winds. What is the diameter of this world? So it's only like, that's tiny compared to Earth. Not Earth size at all. None of these are. Bunch of tiny worlds, huh? I need to get my bearings, find a minor wreckage? Artificial, what? Mildly curious. What does that mean?
Orbital flight engaged. Hull integrity compromised.
Oops. I always forget how to do this, so I have to do it manually. There we go. Now, where was this place I was looking for? That almost always means the other side of the world. So I got to go up to 90 degrees, because at 90, I'll be pointed straight away from the gravity well, and that'll help me accelerate out of here faster.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
All right, let's get up to like hundreds of kilometers a second. Maybe just 40 kilometers a second. It's taking way too long. All right, let's go really fast. Zoom around the planet. I'm just kind of curious, what is a obscure random piece of construction on this world? What is it? I want to know. I'm an explorer.
Orbital flight engaged.
Well, where's my night vision? Can't see anything. Okay, I'm sure that's still on the wrong side of the world. I'm having to go read just by the distance meter on the left. 3.1 million kilometers. What? Oh, I wish I could see below my nose right here. I'm having to do this by that radar with the dot tracking. Oh, come on. Why am I never getting closer? Am I gliding? No. Seriously, what the fuck? Come on. Get out of here.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
All right, I'm 70 kilometers above the surface. It's 2.4 million miles away. Kilometers. I think that's what that means. I swear I'm gonna land on this effing planet. I will do it. Why can I not find this place? It's crazy. Literally the opposite side of this world. Go faster. If I get to like 200 kilometers altitude, go quite a bit faster. But of course, the circle I have to travel gets quite a bit larger. Now let's keep ourselves at like a 5-degree angle. Oh, I'm getting a lot closer now. Start slowing down a little bit. Coming in. Stay on target. Stay on target. Oh, come on. Where the F is this place? Serious. You know, I cannot find this effing landing site. It's almost, I don't know. I've circled the world a few times. I don't feel like I'm ever above this particular point. I certainly wish my planetary landing system could lock on to targets like this without me having to be within a few miles of them, a few kilometers. 2, 1. I'm gonna head towards the sun. Oh wait, I'm still in the shadow of this stupid world. I'm pretty certain that the place I'd like to go visit is on the day side. I don't know why I've had such a hard time getting over there. Yesterday I was having a hard time landing on a planet, only to realize that I couldn't land on it because its atmosphere is too dense. What's it take to get to daylight? I don't even know why I'm here. Forget this. Seriously. I am not Star Trek. I don't investigate mysterious structures. Okay, I'm away from the gravitational force, at least the first layer of it. Maybe I can circle the planet a little easier. Where the F is that planet? There, daylight. I just that confused? I don't know where this place could be. That almost certainly means it's the other side of the world, right? Beyond this horizon?
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Holy shit. Oh my gosh. Oops. Not mean to come out of.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Holy shit, kid.
Orbital flight engaged.
Alright, so I guess it's on the dark side of the planet. My best guess now. Alright, 2.9, 2.8, 2.7. And I'm at an altitude of 140. So I can get their number down to triple digits. 127 altitude, 1.7 million, 1.6. Technically kind of hot. Full throttle. 80-kilometer altitude, 1.2, 1.1 million kilometers. Below 1,000 kilometers, finally. 50 kilometers height. 850 kilometers distance. 45-kilometer altitude, 750-kilometer distance. We have eyes on the prize. 30-kilometer, 34-kilometer altitude. 580. can't get too low on my altitude now. Going up to like 40 kilometers will help me go faster. $340-kilometer distance, 32-kilometer altitude. Coming in fast. $600 a second, a minute, I mean an hour. Wait, no, 3,600 kilometers an hour. Slowing down. Coming in. Keep it going. All right, 80 kilometers. Dropping from cruise, dropping from orbital. Stop. Time to stop. Time to stop. 14 kilometers from the altitude. Yes. All right. They have any radar? Radio? No contact, huh? No radio signal? I don't see any people. I couldn't get this close if there wasn't an atmosphere. So I level my craft at 0 degrees. Landing gear is that button. $200 meters. Slow down. Back up. I think I slowed down. Come on. All right, let's take the car out. Let's go inspect this place. I'm gonna be really pissed off if there's aliens.
Low gravity warning.
Oh, that means it's fun. you can go flying. All right, so I think the settlement should be behind me. My craft is probably facing the settlement, or whatever this structure is. Whoa. All right, I ain't seeing nothing. I need you to zoom way in. I don't see them on my map. Which I definitely thought I was close enough to pick these guys up on my map, whatever that settlement, whatever that structure was. All right, so there's my spaceship. I think I was approximately facing. You know what? I'm just gonna hop on board and use the radar on my craft really quick to see what my bearings need to be.
Ship dismissed.
Oh no! Why is that button there? Holy shit, how do I call it back? Wait, is someone looking for me? Uh, do not self-destruct. How do I call my shit back? There we go.
Ship recalled.
There we go. All right, just boarding long enough to check the radar. It. I don't entirely know what that means. The circle means it's kind of behind me, so I need to go backwards from my exit of the ship. Go this way. There we are. Get a nice view of it by flying through the air. That thing is huge. It's a very big building.
Warning, you have entered a trespass zone. Trespass zone cleared.
Someone after me? I didn't see a trespass sign myself. Oh, I see there's aircraft. What is that? A century skimmer. Lawless, no faction.
Handbrake is on.
Always handbrake off. I do not like the handbrake. Are they gonna shoot at me? Letter M. Oops. I did not mean to just shoot that thing. I think I missed. Are they coming for me? Come on, guys. They're gonna come.
Warning, you have entered a trespass zone. Trespass zone
Maybe if you labeled your stuff, I wouldn't be so interested. You ever think about that? They're not shooting at me. Does that mean I can do stuff? Uh-oh. Don't get stuck. These things have a way of getting their wheels stuck. Are you gonna shoot me? Everyone's being polite so far. Maybe sentry skimmers don't have guns.
Warning, you have entered a trespass zone. Trespass zone cleared. You have entered a trespass zone.
No one shoots me. Why not? What happens if I step out of my craft? Are they gonna shoot me? I wish I wore one of my stronger suits. I'm gonna see if I can steal from some of these boxes, figure out what these things are doing here. I'm the first person to set foot here, minus this mysterious, like, bunch of junk, huh? And maybe like a bunch of robots ended up down here. Honestly thought I had a flashlight. Is there no flashlight? Kind of seems impossible for there to not be a flashlight. Is there something I can break into? I literally can't see anything. Look for a door or something I can break into. It's an awful lot like a vehicle bay door. Hello. Let's see if we can break in right here. What is that? Hmm. Shoot. There might just be nothing here for me to break into. Oh well. At least I became the first person to set footfall here. Huh. All right, where's my car? Let's get out of here. What is that? Oh. All right. Enough of this curious mystery.
Trespass zone clear.
All right. Get control of yourself. All right. I should have spray painted my name. If only, if only I was allowed to graffiti things.
Backup gear retracted. Frameshift drive charging. 3, 2, 1. Engage.
All right, that's definitely more than enough time on that woebegone world. So now we're looking for hit 103687. I think it's within one jump, so I don't have to, I shouldn't have to go to the galaxy map. There it is. Oh shit.
Frameshift drive charging. Frameshift drive charging.
All right, once here, I want to go to the sixth world and the fifth world. Kind of weird. They look like they're the same distance. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, so they are a binary pair. This Roads to Riches has produced quite a much larger list. I don't think there's any way I could actually do this whole list without um, there's no way I could do it in 3 days. That's for sure. I might have to skip even these sort of 23,000 light second environments. Hmm. Yeah, I think I'm going to take a shorter route to my final destinations. So I'm in HP 136087. Let's just go with 20, let's say 15 systems instead of 100. It was just going to take too long to do 100 systems on my way. But once I do this binary pair here, there's an ammonia world. But that's 200,000. I'm not going to do that. 200,000 light seconds. This one, yeah, some of these trips are really long distance. Like, I'll arrive, but I'll have to go to the 5th star inside the system. But there's 4 planets around that one star. That kind of makes it worthwhile. Yeah, I'm gonna change the thing on this, so I'm just gonna go with like a 10,000 light second. It's actually quite a few options, even when I lowered. Yeah. All right, so my new itinerary won't have these very long uh, inner system journeys. It still looks very lucrative. It's not quite as lucrative. So we'll do this binary planet system, and then the other worlds that I'm planning to hit won't take nearly as long to scan. They won't take as long to travel to.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Ah, perfect dead center on the other side of the world.
Complete.
That's crazy. The planets are that close together. That each planet looks like a moon to the other planet. Seriously. So I put myself perpendicular to the planet's surface that I was at. I could get some distance away from its gravity field so I could go much faster.
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
All right, excellent. Okay, so I actually have to do quite a few jumps to make the next system. which is call 285 section BGO D692. All right, let's check that out. Call 285 sector B G hyphen O D692. Only 3 jumps. That's nice.
Frameshift drive charging.
32. This is going to be one of the biggest jumps I've ever done. I actually had to figure out how to let the map let me plot stuff like this. I had to turn off an option that kept my jumps on economical.
System scan complete.
Jeez. So I have to get around the sun, huh? There we go.
Frameshift drive charging.
Another 30 light year jump. So I'm trying to get to Colonia, which is 20,000 light years away from me. That's why I am heading to Il Aquarii. From what I understand, I mean, I don't really know much about this game. The informed reason to go to Colonia is because of some unique engineering there that you can get in a G5 life support system.
Frameshift drive charging.
At some point, I should take advantage of my fuel scoop, but I think this is my target. A1, A2, A3, and A4. All right, let's get some fuel. This looks like a fuel star.
Fuel swapping.
I want to keep it around 140. It's easier to judge my distance from the sun by the fuel rate than just about any other tool. All right. Don't hit a corner. Almost totally refueled. Excellent. Do my duck quack. Okay, in this star system, I want to go to 1, 2, 3, 4 of the A star. Just in time. Uh-oh. Shot way past it. Ah, missed. Want to see how I did?
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
All right, to the second world. Until I reach speed of light, I'm basically going nowhere. Oops. All right. That should carpet bomb this whole place.
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
All right, so now we're on our way to the third planet. How big were those first two? They both seem a little small compared to Earth, based on the other measurements we've taken of other worlds. That's the same. It's, 0.96 Earth masses, yet it's 1.08 G, which would imply that it's a denser world that has a slightly smaller radius. Oh, see, it actually lists the radius. Oh, it's right there. All right, so it says 6,000 kilometers on the radius. What is the radius of Earth? 6,300. So it is slightly denser than Earth, while having very similar mass. Slightly lighter by like 4%, but slightly stronger gravity by like 8%. Interesting. Blue world with clouds, atmosphere, and Earth-like, it says. I want to be the first to discover one of these. And I'm hoping that eventually this game keeps updating and they let you land on Earth-like planets eventually.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Perfect.
Surface scan complete.
No, that's not what I meant. Can I change? Here, maybe I hit that. It's half the size of Earth. Well, the mass, while having a radius 5/6 the size, and somehow that comes out with 0.85 G on the surface. Honestly, I mean, everything about this star system is populated with several colonizable worlds. These worlds that you would you could, human breathable and indigenous life. Oh yes, is it daytime yet? Ah, yeah, the sun's about to come out. So that's where the polar ice caps are. I mean, they don't. Worlds like this won't always be in ice. Earth at times will even look like its own ice world. Looks like there's a hurricane right over there. Looks like there's two hurricanes, maybe even three. Just judging by the fact that they have like these spiral qualities in eye, or what appears to be an eye. Hmm. Well, very lovely planet. All right, so we're gonna go to the fourth world now. Kind of wish this ship had a cabin so I could give little virtual people tours. We have to get way past the speed of light, guys. Come on. I'm waiting till about 1,000 light seconds before I'll kick into the computer system. It would be so fun to be able to take like one of these worlds and then make it a 4X game. I mean, I have to imagine that the because they've turned this into a long-running game instead of making new games in this universe. Apparently, I mean, I started reading the Wikipedia about this game. Original entry in the series came out in like 1996, and it was also sort of a space flight simulator. The crux of this game is to be a space flight simulator exploring the Milky Way, but then they've added on this first-person interactions and some other elements to make the universe bigger and more robust. And I think it's really cool to me. Um, so now the last 10 years, though, they mostly seem to work to tweak this game instead of releasing new games in the series. I need to go M. Wait, that was right.
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Did something that's turned off that scanner before. Oops. Um, okay, so where is next? HP 90590. Let me do my checklist. Okay, I think I'm going to wrap up this stream with that. and fun exploring the universe. I don't know how to explain it. It's really kind of rewarding to control this much information, plotting my routes and stuff like that, using these other internet tools to plot my routes and travel across the universe, try to catch rides. I find this game really fun. Elite Dangerous. All right, I'll talk to you later.